Humans are weird. A little fey. No, the humans can't see out of our visual range, Dr. Drawing snapped, making sure to click his teeth together loudly. He instantly regretted the decision and began prodding at his current loose tooth with his tongue. He absently reached into a drawer on his workstation and pulled out a wad of pulling gum. As a matter of fact, he stated as he positioned the gum over the loose tooth with his tongue, given our heat pits, we see quite a bit further into the infrared spectrum than they do. Perhaps whatever Private Grimes was reacting to was too far distant for me to see clearly, Commander Pulp offered. Dr. Drawing bit down on the pulling gum with a loud smack and squinted at the young commander. He gave a few chews and then shoved the gum to the side. I know you know better than that, the doctor growled out, sending a regretful look at his yet uncompleted reports. Sure, they have better distance vision than we do, but from what you told me, you are in the forested section. Not even winged eyes can see through tree trunks, let alone human eyes. Commander Pulp waved his tail absently in agreement. It wasn't only that his eyes were focusing on something I couldn't see, either, Commander Pulp said. He would suddenly turn, not his whole body, mind. He would just swivel his head on his neck, and his eyes would dart to the side. Then he would twist his head, as if he were trying to get a directional sound. Now, that might have been hearing something that you didn't, Dr. Drawing admitted as he worked his loose tooth with tongue and gum. They are all but bass deaf, but they can hear higher-pitched noises than we can. Then he would occasionally reach out with his hands, Commander Pulp went on, his tail now almost thrashing with unease, as if he was going to touch someone conversationally. You know how humans hold their fingers when they want to use their native touch language? Yes, Dr. Drawing muttered as he ground the gum against the tooth and then pulled up with a smack. It's quite distinctively different than how they use touch with the ungulates. Much more about communicating emotion than distinct thoughts. The whole day he was acting strangely. Commander Pulp seemed to be reaching some conclusion. He was distracted. Maybe sleep deprivation and fatigue? Dr. Drawing interrupted him, eyeing his neglected pile of work meaningfully. No, Commander Pulp stated, smacking the floor with his tail in assurance. The records show that he's gotten plenty of sleep. And surely you have seen his face recently. His thermal aura is glowing with health and vitality. He wasn't stumbling, and his reaction times have been above average, if anything. And you think the best explanation for this is that the human has made invisible friends, Dr. Drawing demanded as the tooth popped out of its slot with a satisfying sound. It certainly is a possibility, Commander Pulp said, his voice lowering a bit defensively. Dr. Drawing examined his now free tooth, and for a long moment to make sure that the roots had come away, clean, and idly prodded at the new gap in his mouth. He could feel the new tooth poking through the gums already. With a sigh, he opened another drawer and tossed the old tooth in. Commander, he said, turning his full attention on the youngster and putting as much confidence into his voice as he could, in your opinion, is Grimes a reliable member of our community? Yes, Commander Pulp stated without hesitation. If this planet was suddenly visited by a new sapient species, the doctor articulated slowly, don't you think he would report it as he had been trained to? Commander Pulp hesitated a moment, and then his tail waved in slow assent. The doctor heaved another sigh. The young commander clearly wasn't fully placated. Roll your tongue over this, Dr. Drawing offered. Now that you lay it all out like that, I have heard of behavior like this before. Commander Pulp's tail positively wagged at that as he perked up. Now, since the description was just as vague as the one you gave me, the doctor warned him, and not exactly the same, but a human doctor friend of mine described it as the human just being a little fey. Fey? Commander Pulp asked, his nose wrinkling with concentration. Never got a proper definition of it, the doctor admitted as he shuffled the papers on his desk meaningfully. But the tail tip of the matter was that some humans just act like that sometimes. Like they have a whole barn full of friends that you can't see, and they are tending to them that day. Not even the human doctor had a good explanation for it. So I suggest, Dr. Drawing glared at the commander out of one eye, that you simply leave your nose to the wind and hope this state passes without incident. That said, Dr. Drawing very deliberately pulled up several layers of holoscreen between him and the commander. Commander Pulp finally took the hint and shuffled out of the room, muttering to himself as he went, "A little Faye?" Humans Are Weird, I Did the Math, available on Indiegogo, February and March of 2026. If you want more absurd humans and befuddled aliens, get your copy now!